How's it going, gamer? You got Hands here, and today in Dauntless, we're going over Riftstalkers Axe build. And I tell you, this is a really good build, and in my opinion, it's one of the best builds for this axe. There might be one or two other ones that would work, but this is solid build, y'all. It features great attack speed, great damage. We're running a +6 Wild Frenzy. It is a half health build too, so you're gonna need some certain cells like Discipline. But if you don't have them, I would highly suggest to get those trial cells so you can run in-game builds like this one. You definitely need Discipline. And as we all know, we love Riftstalkers weapons because they got that Wild Frenzy and they have the Shadow Orbs that stack. And man, if you can keep maintaining damage, you're going to even be doing more damage because of that. We're utilizing volatile axe cores, so you got to remember to charge your axe attack so you can fully utilize this build to its maximum potential. Hey gamer, if you like this video and you want to see more, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, that bell for notifications. So if y'all about ready, I'm about ready. So turn on your system, grab your axe, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now. How's it going, gamer? Hands at you again with another build. I had a few of my subscribers say, hey Hands, make a build for Riftstalkers Axe. And I'm like, hey bros, I got you. So here we are right now. We're definitely going to throw down because this axe is beautiful. Just like my previous video with the strikers for Riftstalkers. You gotta love them because they have a Wild Frenzy already on them. And the fact that they deal extra damage and generate Shadow Orbs that grant you 2.25% damage for 5 seconds, and it doubles at 5+ orbs. Like, why would you not want to use these weapons? They're really dope. So let's hop into this. What you're going to want to do is throw a Predator cell, and then you're going to want to throw a Zeal in there. If you don't have Zeal, definitely use what you want. Like, I don't know, Conduit would probably be really good for the axe. That would be dope, you know, increase attack speed. But for the special, I like to use Grim Onslaught because it is awesome. It does great damage. I mean, it fills up your meter real fast. And Volatile Axe Core, so make sure you're charging your attacks too, guys. For the headpiece, we're using Brow of Ice, and it has a Knockout King cell in there. And we're going to put an Overpower cell, and you're going to ask why this? Well, when I try to make the build, I needed to have Overpower, Predator, Rage, Wild Frenzy, you know, and Discipline. And this was like the best option. There's only so many helmets that would have worked in this build, so this is what we're using. And it actually gives you a little bit more stagger damage. But it's mostly because of that power cell too, and I didn't want to have a wasted cell like Etheric Attunement from a different helmet, you know, or Rage Hunter, or, you know, Conduit. But what I'm trying to get at is it was the best choice, and that's why we have a +3 Knockout King at the bottom. But hey, that's still good, you know, having extra stagger damage. So for the chest piece, we're using Shroud's chest piece, and it has a +3 Rage, and we're going to put a +3 Discipline cell. For the hands of Malkarion's Grasp, that has a Predator, and we're going to put a Wild Frenzy cell in there. Man, you gotta love Wild Frenzy when you're running those half-health builds, you know. Next is Charog's Feet, the Volcanic Treads. That has a Rage, and we're going to put an Overpower cell. Overpower is very important cell, guys. When it comes to damage, for the most part, you're going to want Overpower because it's great. For the Lantern, this is entirely up to you. I wanted a little bit more damage because I don't mind the attack speed on this build. It's pretty decent. But use Drask's Eye for more damage, or use maybe Embermane's Rapture for more attack speed, or maybe Shrieks for more mobility and attack speed. And like I said down here, you can use Conduit or Zeal or whatever. I prefer Zeal because, man, when you have a +6 Zeal, that tap on the Lantern is crazy. So that's really boosting my damage from Zeal and Drask's Lantern. When it comes for the tonics, when you're in-game playing, I suggest, you know, Blitz Tonic, Assault Tonic, Frenzy Tonic, or most likely Aether Drive Tonic, so you can keep that Lantern charge going in. Zeal and Drask's Eye will be throwing down that extra damage. So all in all, what we got going on is a +6 Overpower. That's 60% damage versus Staggered Behemoths. And you got to remember, Staggered is like when you break apart, when you interrupt them, when they have the little flashing red indicator, you know, for an interrupt. And when they're laying on the ground, you know, that is when they're staggered. So you're going to be proccing that +60% damage when that happens. Predator, that's 35% damage if you can avoid not to get hit. Yeah, I know it's hard, but practice makes perfect, gamer. Just keep going at it. And then for Rage, man, you gotta love Rage. Since we're running a half-health build, we're doing 25% damage all the time, baby. So that is really good. Wild Frenzy, same thing. 20% increased attack speed. What? All the time because we're running a half health build. And you know that is dope. And axes, man, they definitely need that assistance and attack speed to be really good weapons. I mean, they already are good, but you know what I mean. There's Zeal, we talked about that. That's 65% Lantern Tap ability effectiveness. So that's 65% boosting that 30% damage from Drask's Eye Lantern. So, I mean, those are some big numbers there. And, you know, that's even extra more damage. Discipline, you gotta have it so you can run half health builds effectively and maintain the half health so you can use stuff like Wild Frenzy and Rage. And we already talked about Knockout King and where that's coming from. It is a really good build, guys. I mean, even throwing down Knockout King down there with that little 15% extra damage is really good. Because if you think about it, the more staggered you have them, the more you're going to proc Overpower. And then the more you're going to have Predator sustain because they're not hitting you if they're laying on the ground. And then Rage is always there. So just, I mean, you can imagine the damage. And you saw the clip. It's a really great build. It's really strong. And I think this is, you know, this is a keeper. So I hope you're able to make it. Alright, gamer, that's all I got for you today. I hope you're able to make this build and I hope you're able to kick some butt with it because it is awesome. Like with all weapons, they take practice, so don't give up. You know, do your best. If you lose, try again. You're just going to get better every time you try, without a doubt. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. The links will be in the description. And hey, we have a Discord full of like-minded Dauntless players ready to party up and kick some butt. This is Hands signing out, y'all. Peace!